They told you it was about friendship, about courage, about chasing dreams. But what if I told you that behind every punch, every power-up, and every victory, there are secrets so dark they were never meant to be animated? Hidden human experiments, erasures of genocide, and entire societies built on discrimination, all buried beneath flashy battles and feel-good soundtracks. This isn't the shonen world you thought you knew. These are the terrifying truths they never wanted you to see. In the world of Shonen anime and manga, we see heroes, journeys, battles for friendship, justice, and ultimate power. But beneath that heroic light lies a shadow. Hidden secrets, terrifying revelations kept behind closed pages and silenced by every studio. Today, we're diving deep, uncovering the most disturbing truths that the largest shonen worlds don't want you to see. Prepare yourself, because what you're about to learn may change everything. 1. Friendship comes at a horrific cost. Shonen is built on bonds. Naruto and Sasuke, Luffy and Zoro, Goku and Vegeta. But have you ever looked at what was sacrificed to forge these friendships? In Naruto, when Naruto sealed the Nine Tails within himself as a baby, the entire village endured. Countless innocents lost homes, and the Shimura clan bore the tragedies alone. Decades later, when Naruto met Kurama, bonds were made, but the cost was already paid in blood and fear. In One Piece, Roger and Whitebeard's tragic fate set a violent tone for the world. Their legacies shaped nations, but to preserve their friendship and dream, countless lives were lost against them, prisoned, tortured, or slaughtered. Death Note, though psychological, reveals a darker truth. Light Yagami's sense of justice required him to betray, manipulate, and eliminate everyone in his path. Friends became expendable. Lives were collateral in his clean world. The lesson: Shonen friendship isn't free. It demands sacrifice. Hidden in every heartfelt embrace is often pain, fear, and regret. 2. The price of ultimate power: human experimentation. Behind many villains is a dark origin, unspeakable experimentation and forced evolution. In Naruto, Orochimaru's subjects, young shinobi, kidnapped and mutated, were discarded corpses in tubes. The Sound 4 existed because children were experimented on with snake DNA. They lost their free will. Their bodies were weapons, and their souls never healed. In My Hero Academia, experiments conducted by All for One and the League of Villains created desperate monsters out of human desperation. Quirk transplant surgeries, stolen limbs, horrifying screams unheard off-screen. The manga implies layer after layer of abuse. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, while not pure shonen, offers disturbing parallels. Fathers homunculi created from human souls, suffering endless tormentor, bound to serve, each named after sins, but truly victims of endless suffering. These characters were never villains by choice. They were fashioned by greed, forced into inhumanity, and that truth it's rarely shown. 3. The war isn't clean. Shonen battles are bloody. Shonen fights are epic but rarely show the real consequences. In Dragon Ball, planets explode. Collateral damage is massive, but cities, civilian casualties, we only hear about them in passing. Trunks lived in an apocalypse yet. No memorials, no graves, just vague references. In Hunter x Hunter, the Chimera ants are born from a massacre of workers. Humans replaced with hybrids. Entire populations exterminated. Kurapika's vengeance stems from genocide. But most viewers miss the scale of agony. Hundreds of thousands died. Bleach features mass-scale spirit obliterations, invasion upon invasion. Each Soul Society arc costs lives. Yet we only see Shinigami fall, real ghosts left behind, not shown. Behind every fight is a city in rubble, lives unknowingly destroyed in cosmic clashes, and Shonen glosses over it. 4. Villains you can't understand and why they exist. Shonen often has villains shouting, "I want to destroy humanity." But many of these antagonists suffer deep traumas that are never fully acknowledged. Pain from Naruto lost his family, culture, and identity. His god complex was born from trauma, not evil. Yet anime gives us action, not psychological depth. Doflamingo in One Piece was mentally tortured, forced into poverty despite royal blood. He carried scars never fully explored. He led an underworld empire rooted in child abuse and betrayal. Miram from Hunter x Hunter becomes a tragic hero in his own arc, poised between genocide and compassion. The emotional nuance is there, but few realize how deeply he questions humanity. These villains aren't born evil. They're carved from trauma, abandonment, and pain. The world you love also let them suffer. 5. Real-world parallels, dictators, genocide, and indoctrination. Aizen's coup in Bleach mirrors authoritarian takeover, control, propaganda, brainwashing. Akatsuki's removal of Jinchuriki, forced displacement of children. Even sports, anime, portrays mental collapse under high pressure, public failure, and emotional suppression. The common thread: power, control, silence. Real-world regimes, disguised in fantasy, lost lives, and forgotten histories. Shonen often resets. But what about the people? In Naruto, clan elders erased from records. One Piece wipes entire islands. Hunter x Hunter gives Gon no mother, no past, only a blank. Shonen erases generational trauma with cheerful music, but the scars remain under every laugh. 7. Animalization of trauma-tailed beasts, hollows, chimera ants. These aren't just creatures, they're souls, broken, twisted, reshaped into monsters. Kurama was imprisoned and abused. Hollows are corrupted ghosts. Chopper was an experiment in mutation. Anime softens it with humor, but each animal is a scream. 8. Hidden discrimination, sound, ninja, demon clans, fishmen, all treated as lesser. One Piece openly shows racism through slavery and isolation. Bleach's District 3D, destroyed, ignored, unacknowledged. Shonen unites heroes, but leaves many societies broken. 9. The lies we cheer. 4. Every arc ends in a theme song. But after the battle, who rebuilds? Who mourns? Who tells the orphans it'll be okay? We cheer for resolution, but often ignore devastation. 10. The forgotten fourth wall. The creators themselves suffered. Kishimoto, Oda, Togashi, Kubo poured trauma into their work. From chronic illness to war trauma research. Togashi collapsed from health. Kubo drew grief. Kishimoto built Naruto from war-torn loneliness. Their pain became your entertainment. So why should you care? Because Shonen is more than fights. It's trauma dressed in fireworks. And maybe, if we really love these stories, we should look beyond the action and see what it tried to say all along. Because in the world of Shonen, victory often hides the truth.